shit. Didn't think I'd ever have to make one of these videos, but shit happens, I guess. This is still the best job in the world. Thank you all for the support. This was an amazing event, and I'll be back. No worries, cuz.
What's going on, y'all? Micah here, and I'm back with another boxing video. And today we're talking about the Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury fight. And as you can see right there, Jake Paul finally took a much-deserved L from Tommy Fury. And I guess this is, kind of what people were thinking was going to happen. People were like, Tommy Fury's the actual boxer. So, we're expecting him to come in here and, clean Jake up and make him look bad. But I thought differently. I thought Jake Paul was going to, knock him out somehow. Because if you look at the experience levels, Tommy Fury is not that much far above Jake. Jake Paul has 6 professional fights. He's got an obvious athletic background. Tommy Fury has 8 professional fights and only 12 amateur fights. And anybody who has fought for real out here in these streets knows that 12 amateur fights is, next to nothing unless you were fighting all top tier guys. You fought all goddamn number 10 guys in the nation for some reason. You out the gate. And, you knocked them all out, and you guys had slobber knockers the whole way through, and it was just goddamn great experience, and you learned super fast like a supercomputer. That's not really much of nothing. I think that you need at least 30 to 40 fights to make a serious run as a professional, unless you're, just a guy that's just trying to get paid. But I think 30 to 40 fights is solid. If you want to do more and you're a masochist, that's fine. But 30 to 40 fights, man. So, yeah, Tommy Fury only has 12 amateur fights plus 8 professional fights, which those 8 professional fights are pretty much just tomato cans and cannon fodder. We all know that when you first start out as a pro, you're pretty much getting no real people put in front of you. So we can't even give them that. So basically it was two novices essentially in front of each other. The only reason that people are saying Tommy Fury is because Tommy Fury's last name is Fury. And Fury was not even his initial last name according to Jake Paul. He was on some goddamn, I want to take mommy's name. I want to take mom's name. And then, I guess once his brother started getting a little clout, he started having a little clout. He was like, I want to be a Fury. I want to be a Fury. So, that's pretty much what happened there. We also don't know if his amateur career was a padded up situation where, maybe they only did club shows and they chose specific people to fight or something like that. Or, was he out here really in them tournaments, going room to room, sleeping on hotel floors? We know he wasn't doing that, but goddamn, yeah. It might have been some padded amateur stuff going on too, because to be honest, Tommy Fury's not that good, man. So let's actually talk about the fight between the two of them. The first round, Tommy Fury, he was outdoing Jake Paul, touched him up with some jabs, all that kind of stuff. Jake Paul landed a couple jabs as well. Tommy Fury's defense is ass-tastic. I'm going to say it again, ass-tastic. Tommy Fury's defense is ass-tastic. His hands are like not really up, not really down. They're really wide and far apart. Like, hit me with a jab, hit me with a 2 if you want to. Every time Jake Paul threw a left hook, it landed almost. Every time he threw an overhand right, it was just barely just missed him. Like a bullet passed by his head or something like that. He got hit a couple times by that thing, and it didn't get him up out of there because Jake Paul was throwing it so sloppy with no type of body behind it that, it didn't get him up out of there. Because let's think about it. When Jake Paul knocked out guys like, what's the dude's name? Tyron Woodley and the other little wrestler, Ben Askren. When he knocked those guys out, those guys were smaller than him in the first place. So when Jake Paul, who, he does naturally have power and he's a bigger guy, it's going to do something to him. When you get in there with a guy like Tommy Fury, who maybe is just a little bit more battle tested and he's also a bigger guy, now, you're going to have to do a little bit more with your technique. You're going to have to put your body into it, and he did not do it, so he was not able to get Tommy Fury up out of there. But for the most part, Tommy Fury touched up Jake. I think Jake probably only got like the 3rd round out of all 8 rounds. Well, no, he got that last round too. This is one of those fights where, both guys are so sorry. You can either go 50-50. Both guys are so sorry that nothing really is done, or both guys are so sorry that somebody gets knocked out severely. And this is one of those fights where both guys are so sorry that nothing was really doing. You know what I'm talking about? Like nobody was really out here making no big numbers. Well, yeah, Tommy Fury was outlanding Jake and stuff, but it's like both of y'all goddamn weren't really doing no real significant nothing. It was a bunch of clinching and goddamn, I don't know. It was just, yeah, it wasn't super entertaining. It wasn't nothing I'm goddamn pay top pay-per-view money for, but the names behind it is what got us into it, man. And that's going to be where I have to, give a rare salute to Jake Paul and all these little YouTube guys, man. They have, managed to monetize something that they really had nothing to do with in the first place, man. They've brought more eyes to boxing, even though I don't really agree with them getting, the limelight of guys that's been working hard and, going through it this whole time. I don't agree with that, but I guess, they're trying to put some eyes on boxing and give more guys a shot. But, yeah, man, salute to Jake Paul for being, he's definitely a guy who can sell a fight, man, no matter what, man. So, you're going to want to watch it even if you want to just stream that guy. But, for the rest of the fight, Tommy Fury pretty much, he outpointed Jake Paul. There were a couple times where he landed some good little back-to-back combo strings. Like, he did like a hook two, hook two, hook two or something like that. All of them landed. He did like a little end of the first round, blitz where, he touched Jake a couple times. And I think that's where he took those rounds. And then like round 3, I think he got a little tired. Jake started coming at him and, he got that round. After that, Tommy Fury continued to touch him up a little bit more, touch him up. Then on that last round, a little bit of sorrydom came in on Tommy Fury's part, and he let a jab hit him. He ran into a jab like a dunce, and, he fell back because, a lot of people are going to play, he tripped. Nah, bro, we would look at the replay. Tommy Fury stepped into that jab, it hit him, and he fell back off of that, man. And anybody who's actually sparred or something like that, when you first start out, you might have, being a little bit overzealous. You ran into a jab, and that thing can kind of be like a right hand. It might not have no juice to knock you out, but it'll have enough juice to let you be like, all right, man, don't let me not be dumb, So Jake Paul did drop him at the end, fair and square. And, at the end, obviously, Tommy Fury won on points. I thought that they were going to somehow give it to Jake or make it a draw, but they didn't.
For the winner by split decision, Tommy Fury.
So that's essentially how the fight played out. If you want to go ahead and check out the whole thing, go ahead and check it out at your own leisure. But some notes that I have post-fight that, that kind of have nothing to do with the fight will be that first, Tommy Fury was sitting up talking about some, yes, this feels like a real bout to me. Feels like a real bout to me. I mean, shut up, Tommy. If you're really in it for the real fight game, man, you got more work to do. You already know that, man. I guess, he's got so much emotion riding on him. I will give him that because they were talking about disowning him, from the Fury name. If he lost to Jake Paul, which, you come from a boxing family like that and then you lose to a YouTuber, bro, that would definitely be like nearly suicide watch. I think Jake Paul, he needed that loss to humble him, and Tommy Fury needed the loss to, kind of make him feel okay or, feel accepted by his family in a weird way, I guess. Also, I will say, man, the announcer, Sean Porter, you kind of lost some credibility, goddamn. You sitting in there talking like Jake Paul is like that guy and all that for real, man. Shut up, Sean Porter. I like Sean Porter as a fighter, man, but his commentating game right here was a little fake and flogging. As far as Tommy Fury goes and his dad, John Fury, I think that he lets John Fury talk for him too much. I don't care nothing about all that. You need to keep the Fury name and all that kind of stuff. You ain't going to hold that over my head too much longer, Dad. You sitting up making crazy decisions for me. Like when Jake Paul did that double or nothing or winner take all for the fight if Tommy Fury lost, and then his dad came up and said, we'll do it. Nah, bro. You ain't about to do that. Fuck boy. I don't care if you are my dad. You ain't about to do that to me. I'm the goddamn man here. He's sitting up making all these little decisions and saying all this little stuff for Tommy. I understand like that's your dad and you want to respect him. But after a while, it's like, bro, I'm a grown man. I'm in here taking these punches, bro, not you. So I need you to respect me as a man, as a grown man now, and understand that this is my career. Yeah, we'll talk and we'll, I'll get some pointer from you about the best decision to make, but you're not going to make the decision at the end of the day. So I think Tommy Fury's dad is one of those toxic boxing dads. And we're going to definitely talk about that in a few videos. But his dad is definitely one of those toxic boxing dads that, gets a little bit way too involved in the son's life. I don't know how he does it with Tyson, but Tommy, he obviously feel like, hey, boy, you going to do what the hell I say. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I feel about it, man. Not the most entertaining fight, but, definitely something to watch. And like I said, we got some decent outcome out of it. Jake got humbled. Tommy Fury got a little bit of relief right there. And I don't know. As far as what's going to happen next for Jake, either they say he'll fight KSI, which I think KSI is one of the sorriest YouTubers that has a name in this whole thing. that fights besides that Chase the Moore dude.
Chin down, break your knees. I like that. Oh, boy.
But he's either gonna fight KSI. They're saying something about him fighting Floyd Mayweather, which I don't really want Floyd Mayweather to allow him to grace the ring with him. I don't agree with that. Or, you know, making a trilogy. They're gonna try to make this thing out into a trilogy, make it like some drawn out thing, like goddamn Jake come in there and beat up on Tommy Fury the next time, and now they make it a whole big thing. I don't know, man. Which way do you guys think it'll play out? Who do you think will win if they do fight again next time? What do you guys think is going to happen with each guy's career as we progress in time? Let me know all those things down in the comments below. Be on the lookout for more content, man. I got a lot of fighters to break down and make fun of, man. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. Also, I'm going to be making a video about boxing dads and their sons, and you know how that relationship can be, having pros and cons. If you have anything that you'd like to add to that video, or anything in general that you'd like to add or me to talk about, whether it be techniques or anything, comment that down below. If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching as usual. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.